Galnet News Update, 16th of October, 3311. Brewer Corporation has implemented a change in the rules to give system architects and their squadron priority claim on the next system. There exists a strange breed of commander whose aim in life is to build a colony in an unusual system. Perhaps they want their colony in a nebula, or in a system with a green gas giant, or a system where 4 planets are due to collide sometime next decade. If the system's within 15 light-years of a populated system, then colonizing is easy. However, if it's on the other side of Sagittarius A star, then the method these dedicated commanders use is to colonize a whole string of star systems, creating the smallest possible starport in each, and then using the system colonization contact in the new starport to claim the next star system in sequence. Until, many months later, they complete an outpost less than 15 light-years from their destination, and while they're watching and listening to the mandatory celebratory jig from Brewer Corporation, a colony sniper lands at the new outpost and lays claim to the long-sought-after destination system. The commander who did all the work gets left with a string of uninteresting and unwanted outposts, and misses out on their prize. Well, not anymore, at least not unless the system architect falls asleep just after completing the last but one outpost. Henceforth, the system architect, the commander who built the colony, will have 30 minutes of exclusive access to the newly installed system colonization contact. Just what you can get up to with them behind closed doors is your business, but one thing you can do is make colonization claims on adjacent systems. If the system architect's not in a squadron, then after 30 minutes it becomes a free-for-all, and anyone can claim a colony from the system. If the system architect is in a squadron, then once the 30 minutes is up, everyone in the same squadron will have 23.5 hours to make claims from the newly opened colonization office. Only after a whole 24 hours has elapsed will all the other commanders finally be able to claim any systems that are left. This will make it much harder for colony snipers, and will also make it harder for would-be system architects to piggyback on the work of others. A bit less Wild West, and a little more law and order. Meanwhile, there have been a few other fixes. The Pilots Federation claims to have resolved the issues that caused some wars and elections to go on forever, meaning that factions will start winning, losing, expanding and retreating as they should. And Zorgan Peterson says that cargo should no longer get lost or stuck while being transferred to or from a fleet carrier. And at least one cause of ships exploding, apparently at random, has been resolved. That is not, however, an excuse for bad piloting, and you may still get convicted under the law of gravity.